come in 2 days time, some people will say yes, I'll wait for her. That was her niceness, kindness can actually go a very, very long way. So it's not about them giving you free accommodation, free feeding and everything. Can you maintain it? Can you maintain it? Some of them are racist though, let me not lie. They can be pretty annoying, calling you black monkey and all those things. But really, some of them are really nice, super, super nice. If you are those ones that are really exposed, that they are really nice. When they talk to you, you don't want to walk away because they can talk. They just want somebody to be receptive, somebody to be gisting with them. And most of this, I think, are you more lead? They're looking for to gist with. So as a Nigerian, as an African, that you know that talking is in our blood, eh? Imagine somebody like me now, my favorite job back patient in it. Most of these elderly women, they are really fun to be with. They are really fun. Something that is not funny, they'll be laughing. Something when not funny, you can just be they'll be laughing. So I said, are you Oyinbo? It's an African man that you crack joke. What the person laugh, but you go to like this. But Oyinbo person, you can they will laugh. They will laugh. Their life is not hard. Seriously. I talk too much. I know, right? And that's why I'm so engrossed with him. You can see me clearing my throat because this is yet another good news. In fact, before I start spilling whatever I have to say, click that subscribe button because, guys, I go so many lengths trying to find the correct, up-to-date information for you guys. Like, there was one agency I actually wanted to post, and then before I said let me edit and everything, I just said let me just go through the website again. They say they're no longer accepting from Nigeria and all of that. I have to delete the video, make another research. Like, you can see me smiling, and you guys know that anytime I'm smiling like this, of course, I have good news for you guys, or good news is for you guys. So, guys, do you actually know that? Okay, in my last video I actually posted about how we're calculating how much healthcare assistants, support workers, living workers, this job that we're talking about, how much they earn, their minimum wage and everything, like, and I actually made a calculation, like, even after tax deduction, all the deduction that I know about that they charge in UK, like how much do you have left? And guys, it was a whooping sum of money. So I'll put in a link in my description box where you can actually watch the video. So when you actually check my description box, you see a playlist. I just titled it UK. So just click the UK playlist. Any video where you find there, you just see it and you actually see the video, how much salary, how I calculated it. This one I used calculator, not be say I used mouth. Like, let's say I used real figures, not like imaginary figure, and we removed all the tax and everything. So, and as I said in that video, and that thing that can actually boost, though if you pay for accommodation, pay for feeding and everything, you have so much money left, a whole lot, in fact in millions of naira. Come watch the video. But then if I actually get some of these things free, it's a plus, it's a win-win now. Don't you understand? Even Dangote says still they find money. So for the fact that you can actually pay for it does not actually mean you should pay for it. I don't understand if we are understanding each other. So guys, today I'll tell you about I'll be listing agents for you. I'll be giving you a list of agents. I don't know how to speak that English because I am actually so overwhelmed. I'll be telling you guys agents, a lot of agents that actually offers free accommodation, free feeding, free training, 28 days paid holiday, pension scheme. Yeah, pension is actually important in UK, though they will deduct it from your this thing. Let me see what's it. Accommodation training. Okay, agent that will do accommodation, feeding, 28 days paid holiday. I think you have normal free leave. And then there's many one. Feeding, accommodation, 28 paid holiday trip. Like if you are traveling outside UK, your normal holiday trip, then you have a leave, normal leave, I think it's 1 month or something. And then another one is maybe if you actually want to relocate, like when you're trying to relocate to another city in UK, city in UK or city in UK or city outside UK or anything. So this is just like the main benefit I've actually told you guys. You understand? Like there are still some that they have some, how they used to call it, subordinate benefits. You can actually benefit from them. So guys, if you will agree with me that when you're actually in UK, one of the major things that take most people money is what? Tax. Not be even tax, it's actually your rent. Your rent that takes most of your money. After your rent is what? Your groceries. After your groceries is what? Your transport. So guys, when you now actually get an agent that will give you all these things for free, what are you telling me? So this agent actually offer free accommodation, 100% free accommodation. They will give you 3 meals per day. So the only limitation to this meal is maybe if you are from a different nationality, but you're actually going to UK, not all these cultural countries that maybe you feel like, okay, you will not like that. You know, most of the meals we eat save is from UK. At least you should be able to eat bread. They will give you rice. All those things. You just that you'll be eating more of flowers and vegetables to make you look fresh. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So that's just some limitation. So even if you don't really like the meal, like you just want to eat normal Nigerian akpu, eba and swallow, you can still spend from your money, maybe for some time, that kind of thing. But that one is not like as if somebody is just sitting down and then you're spending all that money. So from the video I made a calculation of how much you have to pay for rent. Assuming you have to pay for your rent outside UK, how much you are going to spend. So make sure you go and check that salary video and everything. So as I said, I'm telling you list of agents that will actually be giving you this accommodation, these things for free accommodation, free feeding, free everything. And before I actually tell you guys, one thing I will say is, please, when you're actually applying to this agent, I'm saying it again, please, when you're actually applying to this agent, make sure you go through your contract very well. The contract is in English, not in Spanish, not in this thing. If you cannot read and understand, you can actually send it to a lawyer, pay 5k or 2k for a lawyer to read and interpret it to your ear. Because we have some law or agreement documents that they will be talking like, you know, at times when you want to sign house agreement documents, the kind of English that they use, it will be like, wait, I don't understand, which one are you saying? You can actually pay a lawyer in your own country, Nigeria, 5,000, 10,000, give it to them, let them read it and interpret it to your ear, so that it will be as if we are understanding the same English. Though people say nothing really comes for free, that kind of thing. But as I do say, yes, UK people are not like this thing. In as much there is no how, they might still be getting from it. But why I am not really capitalizing on it is because we have some types or categories of this healthcare work that actually deserve or demand. As a carer, you have to stay with the patient. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I've said it in so many of my videos. You know that this healthcare visa, we have support workers, living workers, domiciliary workers, healthcare assistants, BASBOs, all of them. So we have some of these categories of workers that demands you live in with the patient 24/7. You may not work 24/7, or maybe we sleep at night, work during the day, or sleep during the day. Somebody come, but it actually demands you stay with the patient. Maybe somebody with dementia, somebody with physical disabilities, and there are some maybe not too extreme, or maybe some mental condition, maybe somebody that is actually violent, or maybe somebody that is actually depressed, or somebody that is at the verge of depressed and maybe want to commit suicide, and they say, okay, you have to stay with this person, the person should not commit suicide, or so many things. So there are some of these jobs that actually require you stay with the patient, like you pack in with them, sleep, wake up with them, eat with them, do everything with them. Like the only time you have to yourself is to go and shower, to go and, you understand? So that's why I'm not really capitalizing on that. So that's why I said, first of all, read your agreement. Then, depending on the type of job that you get, right? If you get a job as a healthcare assistant, I've told you when I told you the difference between healthcare assistant and carers. Healthcare assistant, your business is in the hospital. So when an agency is actually offering you free accommodation, just know that there is no how they might be deducting a certain percentage from your money. Then healthcare assistant, you can actually work in a care home too. That one is, there's possibility that your accommodation is free in real life. Your accommodation is free. But if you're working in the hospital, my dear, either you cater for your accommodation yourself, and if they give you accommodation, that means they're actually deducting a particular percentage of it from your salary. But I am not ruling out that if you get a hospital job or that they cannot give you free accommodation, I am not ruling that out. But I am just saying that Nita being shugbo. So that's why I still made mention that make sure to go through your agreements very well. The job that they give you, if they give you a healthcare assistant job and they're telling you free accommodation, make sure to read it. Go and pay lawyer 10K, let them interpret it for you. But if you actually get a job like a carer, living support worker, like you have to be with a patient, like you have to stay with them, like those people that actually work in the hospital is different from people that actually work at home. So if your job description is carer, living support worker, of course you have to stay with the patient. So the accommodation is free. Are you going to charge me for staying with the patient I'm working with to pay for accommodation? You're not going to charge me now. I'm staying with the patient. So you might even be sharing a room depending on the patient's condition. Of course, you might actually be staying with the patient. You understand? If you're working in a care home. But most times if you're living in the patient's house, just like how this place is. Let's just imagine I'm actually the patient now. But God forbid though. But I'm not saying, just imagine my enemy is actually, just imagine I'm the patient now. You can be in that side and stay there and just be looking at me. Or maybe you can be in that door. You see that door? There's a room there. You can just open the door and be looking at me from there. Just like the way you actually care for your just like the way you care for your younger ones. Maybe when your mom is going out, your mom will not be like, my woman, look after that child though. Is it as if you carry the child on your head to be looking at them? Of course, you just stay and the child can be there and be doing his area. But one thing you will know is you must not deviate too much. You must not this thing. Maybe for like, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not as if you just go and leave the baby alone. So it's just exactly like that. So those patients, they're just like babies. They cannot do things on their own. You have to monitor them. Like that this thing does not get extreme. You can help them do their drugs and everything. I've mentioned some of those issues there. I am just trying to explain. So imagine you have to look after a baby. So the person want to look after, you not them to pay money for staying in your house. And that scenario is, let's say, I said I try to differentiate this healthcare work versus nanny or house help work. Just imagine I'm looking for a nanny or a house help. Then she now came to my house to work with me. Then I'm not telling her, from your salary, I will remove so money for accommodation. It's not making any sense. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. But if I actually need this girl to work in a hospital, of course she has to get her own accommodation for her to be coming from her house to the hospital. But if she's working in my house, she has to stay in my house, especially if the need be. So everything still boils down to reading your agreement and everything. So if I actually get a work as a living carer, and that's what I would actually advise. So that's what I would actually advise most people to actually apply for living carer. Apply for living carers to actually have your job inside the house, staying with the patients. And one thing I know is most Nigerians, most Africans, we are always very lovable people. We can behave like witchcraft in our country. We can behave like witches and wizards and do as if we don't like anybody, as if we are the most wicked person. We can act like that. But most time when you are outside the country, I know that this compassion side of us, this empathetic side of us used to come out and people used to like us. Though some Nigerians they can behave so, are you in that kind of thing? But the good Nigerians, I'm talking about the good Nigerians. So when you actually get a job as a living or support carer and you're staying with your patient, your best bet is to behave like somebody that has sense. Your best bet is you acting so well that this person that you're working with, the patient will trust you, the family of the patient will trust you, everybody will trust you. Like you will establish like a professional and a friendly relationship between you and your patient, so that even when your contract expires, the patient will still tell you that they want you to stay. So you know that even without your contract expiring, the patient can tell you that they don't want you and they will send you away. You have to look for, or they will transfer you to another job. You can become a healthcare person and start working in the hospital. So everything still boils down to personality, boils down to you. So if you are a Nigerian or you're an African, you're watching me now, open your wide sense, open your head like this. Know what you're doing. So you're actually fighting for what? You're fighting for money, your salary. You're fighting for free accommodation. You're fighting for free food. You're fighting for... I'm not trying to say maybe when you get there and if they don't treat you well, you should manage you. You understand? What? If they get there and you don't like the way the family or anything is treating you, you can actually tell your agent to actually change you to another family or something. But if they don't do all of this to you, they are nice to you, they are... they demand like this thing. You should not bring your Nigerian side. Just be nice to them. Be empathetic, be sympathetic. Because really, that's like the best job you can actually get for the few years you're actually in UK, to actually like build yourself, save enough money. And especially if the person you're actually caring for is actually like somebody that is actually rich, they're from a rich family, the siblings is rich, the family is rich, the parents is rich and everything. No, so they connect to that kind of thing. Just like the way we see it now, even in Nigeria, we have some people like when their nanny stay with them 6 months, this thing, they enroll them into school, they pay for this one, take them to so many things. So it still boils down to your behavior. You cannot be behaving like a winch to your patients and then you expect what? So what I'm trying to say is, free accommodation or not, free this thing or not, you might actually get this free accommodation, and then when you go, your behavior will not make you to retain it. So let's say there's job. So assuming you are working with me, and then maybe if I tell you to do something, you'll be giving me attitude. I'll tell the agent that please, I'm not comfortable with this way. And something about health is, health comes from within. Wellness comes from within. So if you're actually with people that are not making you feel comfortable, making people that is making you happy, making you well from within, if you tell them you don't want to see them around, the doctor or this thing, they will pursue you away. So of course they can't pursue you to your country, they will just change your location. So the new location can be, you can be doing health assistant inside the hospital, and then you have to look for accommodation. So I said everything still boils down to you. Are you only boldly? So some of them can be racist and discriminative, but sharp way. It will be back any day. But some of them are really nice. Especially if you say, you're Nigeria, especially all these old women, that kind of thing. Like when they talk, you say, you're from Nigeria. The way they used to pronounce it, say, to start this thing, to start be talking about, even in Nigeria. Sometimes when I meet all these Oyinbo, that kind of thing, like when we just start talk, you really don't even say, it's okay now, I beg, I want to go. Some of them really like gist and everything. So if they're like that type of person that can talk, like it's just more like you're actually buying the patient's heart just because of what you want, not really because of what you want. No, it's not like it's a bad thing. Yeah, that's just the type of person that you want, but that is a benefit coming from it. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So even if you get the free accommodation, free feeding, free everything, and your contract is to last for 1 year, and you are not treating the patient well, the patient does not feel free with you, they will still change you. So everything still boils down to you. Still boils down to your personality. Still boils down to your notion. So wherever they post you or wherever you are, the first few weeks might be like, it's tough. They don't like me. What if they don't like me? What if this one or that one? You just try first. That's why I keep saying as a Nigerian. Because as a Nigerian, we know how to make people to... You understand what I'm trying to say? To like... And I told you, most of these people, are you only? They are looking for who to gist with them. They're looking for, if there's somebody that know maybe about politics, about football, football is another thing. Chelsea play goal, that kind of thing. It's an easy way to enter somebody. If it's somebody that love music or this thing, I say music, movie, or this Oyinbo movie, I don't wish to watch them. Titanic, he said Titanic, he said Kineko. You people will gist. Before you know it, the patient will be so engrossed with you. And you actually want you to just be stay and will not even want anybody to even come for shit again self. That's how funny patients can be. When you get to mental home, or just like I'm sure that all of you, we have all been sick before. And then when you get to the hospital, maybe like this morning and a nurse came, then in the afternoon you are asking of that particular nurse, they will tell you the nurse is not on shift today. You ask, where is the nurse? Where is that nurse now? You might not even know her name. You say, where is that nurse now? Sometimes when we get to the hospital, we say, no, is this nurse I want? No, is this doctor I want to shoot me? No, I don't want that nurse. I don't like her. Why? Because of our method of approach. Because of the way she pampered you, the way she like pet you. Oh yeah, so it's not paying you. Just small like that. Not like the other one does not know her job. but her own manner of approach, the way she's attending to you, the way she did, sometimes you might even feel like if you don't sit down on, you're not collecting injection. Even if they say she will come in 2 days time, someone will say yes, I'll wait for her. That was her niceness, kindness can actually go a very, very long way. So it's not about them giving you free accommodation, free feeding and everything. Can you maintain it? Can you maintain it? Most of you here, you've done maybe house job in Nigeria as nanny, as support worker, as this thing. You start stealing your madam's money, doing this one and everything. So some of you might really just be lucky with very good boss. Some of them are racist too. Let me not lie. They can be really annoying, calling you black monkey and all those things. But really, some of them are really nice. Super, super nice. If you are those ones that are really exposed, that they are really nice. When they talk to you, you don't want to walk away because they can talk. They just want somebody to be receptive. Somebody to be gisting with them. And most of this, I think I want to lead. I'm looking forward to gist with. So as a Nigerian, as an African, that that talking is in our blood. Imagine somebody like him now, my favorite job back patient in it. Somebody pay, why should I be saying to get talk too much? Not like you will talk too much to actually disturb the patient's peace and everything, but when did this just enter? Like most of these elderly women, they are really fun to be with. They are really fun. Something that is not funny, they'll be laughing. Something when not funny. You can just be So I said, are you on Oyinbo? Is an African man that you crack joke, what the person laugh, but you go to like this. But Oyinbo person, you can they will laugh. They will laugh. Their life is not hard. Seriously. So just pray you actually get a good patient, a good boss, a good agency. So really, when you actually get a good boss and you actually get all these benefits, it's easy for you to maintain it if your behavior can actually maintain it. So it's not by this thing. So the list of the agencies, I talk too much, I know, right? And that's why I'm so engrossed with him. So list of the agencies that actually offer free accommodation, free feeding, free paid flights, paid vacation, and all of those juicy benefits is Abiha. We have a whole lot of them, and I've actually mentioned them in my video. Click the link in my description box. When you click it, you will see UK as a playlist. Click the UK. Any of the videos that says how to apply for a job in this thing, step by step how to apply, click it. You will see a lot of, because there are many. And I did step by step. You'll be seeing the name of the agencies, you'll be seeing their benefits, you'll be seeing their money, you'll be seeing the way how to apply to them. I have made several videos on that. I know most of it is not worth it. That's why you click this video again. If you like, dislike it. You've already know my prayer for you like that. They will post it to the hospital. You will not see free accommodation, so you will spend your money. Don't dislike this video. So click the link in my description box. Go through all my videos on how I explain step to step, because those agencies, they are a whole lot. And when you actually see the way I actually search for them, it's easier for you to even search for other ones aside the ones I have searched out. So that's the purpose of actually making that video. I cannot be coming here every time to just be telling you, giving you a car. You could don't even know if I'm talking rubbish or if I'm talking nonsense. At least you make your own research now. Don't understand. Anyways, that'll be all for today. If you like this video, please subscribe button because I'll see you in the next. Thanks for watching. Bye.